Hey, I'm John,
Wayne!
and we're
here.
two-wheeling.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. We're all about motorcycles and the motorcycle industry.
Industry. Yep.
Hey, Wayne,
Yep.
today,
Today,
your favorite motorcycle movie.
that includes your big screen, right?
Any screen you want, buddy.
Yeah. 72 inch?
Sure.
Is it?
74?
74.
72?
Yeah. Okay, we can watch it from outside.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh boy, sometimes we have to really think about what's a really great movie. Some movies can be period era. They can be, when I was a kid. When I was an adult. But Mad Max. Come on, Mad Max. Why is Mad Max my favorite movie? Because
Motorcycle movie.
motorcycle movie.
Mad Max.
Yep. I believe Kawasaki.
A lot of vehicles in that production.
Lots. Yes. AMC.
So why motorcycles?
AMC. Isn't that an Interceptor? AMC Interceptor in the movie?
Could be.
Yeah. Bit of a cult following in
There's
this
definitely
picture.
vehicles in Australia that they get that we do not get.
Yeah, and that's what's great about this movie is that, first of all, it's not here. Totally different feel.
Yep.
Just the screenplay. It's got it's got a real grittiness, almost like you're in an old theater. When you're in an old theater, you could sort of hear an echo. With the films on, but you could sort of hear an echo, so the sound quality wasn't so good. Before THX and surround sound and before sound got really good.
Also, there was bad acoustics in the building.
Bad acoustics.
They didn't think about sound installation.
Nope, not at all. What were they thinking of?
And
Somewhere.
dampening.
Most of these places were like the Grand Ole Opry, right?
That's right.
Just a little place to ding, 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 ding.
It was Uncle Wilbur that set up a stage in his backyard
Something like that.
and charged $20 a pop.
Hay bales, bring us the hay bales.
So Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max. Back to
Was
this.
your favorite?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Z1R. Come on.
It's actually interesting. So actually, before we talk about that,
Yeah.
let's talk. Okay, so there's probably a few other iconic movies out there, motorcycle movies.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
You didn't pick.
Easy Rider, Wild One.
Yeah.
Those types.
I think we talked a little bit about this and just.
I said.
We were just not fans.
I said it was too much of like a Hollywood script. Okay. Like during those films.
Easy Rider, for example.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Great idea.
great idea.
Great concept.
Writing, not so
They
good.
tried again, know.
Yeah.
They tried to express the free spirit of the time.
Yeah, and I don't think I don't.
Got corralled by the man.
Yeah,
in the script.
Okay, but
What do you think?
I think it's like a couple of guys pretending to be bikers.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of characters, sort of pretending to be bikers. That's just my impression. I might be wrong. Don't criticize me. It's just that bikers.
your opinion.
No, just bikers to me. They just have a lot more character, a lot more grit.
Yeah.
And there's a roughness, a toughness. There's a real edgy. Whether you're older, like some of the guys with the beards and and they just. Their faces are just weathered, and they don't even wash their bikes, right? They don't even wash them. A real biker, that Harley, let's say it's a Harley, it's just pitted and it's dirty and it's no. They ride it all year, polish it in the winter,
Okay.
right? But these guys, they're riding custom bikes,
Yeah.
and these customs were built from a really famous guy. And I don't remember. I wish I remembered his name. I think he was a California guy, California bike builder, and so he was famous. And among the
We're
chopper,
talking about Easy Rider here.
yeah, talking about Easy Rider. We're talking about the choppers that specifically were like the stars of the film.
Yeah.
Because the bikes did a hell of a lot better than the actors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they didn't have any lines to
Okay, that's fair. The actors didn't have really good writing, perhaps, and the script was, But let's just say, why isn't it not? If you think of Easy Rider as just about the most popular motorcycle movie, why is Mad Max?
But
or
is
any
it?
of-
Is it?
Well, I think so. I think that
No, it's
I
not.
think it's a bad film.
Sure. So, and your favorite one,
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Yeah, and getting back to, it's just it's like the sound. It's a little bit gritty. It's a little like 70s. You know, it's a 70s film. So the first time you see it, you think, oh my goodness, what are they riding?
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of people, that's the first time they heard that Z1000 engine coming through straight pipes.
Yeah.
That's a sound that you just never ever forget. There's a lot of bikes that made really interesting notes, whether they're Ducati twins and some of the BSAs or the Triumphs, and then this first CB750.
Yeah.
But the 900 Cowie and the 1000 Cowie on straight pipes.
And that production, it was very low budget.
Yep.
They
Very
had-
low.
They had very little to work with, and they did some very unique custom work on those Z1000s.
They did work.
I'll post a link below
Mhm.
because we're not going to go into the detail, but it's actually, if anyone that's interested, is very fascinating. We think it's fascinating.
Short
about,
video too.
about what work went into those Z1000s for that film, Mad Max.
Yep. And they talk about there was 10 bikes, and by the time they were done, they were able to assemble 3 pretty good versions and then send them back to where they got them from.
Yeah.
But that image of Goose's Z1R, that is like, for me, you know, when you see a vintage Ferrari or Porsche perhaps, it's something I hate to say this, but it's just kind of non-American. Because when we think of the rustic Indian style, Harley Davidson style, that gives us that American feel. Okay? That's an American vibe. That's a, you know, V-twin, you know, thunder power, you know, locomotive, you know. This
More of a different seating position as
Oh,
well.
this is like road rats. This is like, you know, I need to go somewhere faster than anything on the road. Any 4-wheel vehicle, I need to go this from here to here faster than anything. I need to be able to get away from anybody that's chasing me. This is what I want, baby.
Yeah.
Z1R, give me some aerodynamics, open pipe, right? Sandwich for breakfast, and let's go.
And what they did in that original movie was a first for that bike.
Oh, absolutely. They're doing 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
150.
And that whole series, the Mad Max, and as that whole series continued on, that was one of the main things that they focused on is no CGI. It's real guys or
Absolutely.
women
Yeah.
on real
Like
equipment.
back roads. Like, we're talking not highways. These aren't interstate roads. The grades of these roads are bad. There's bumps, dips, all kinds of stuff that they had to film on. The locations, really tough.
Next channel. What would you call or say is your next next
YouTube
or
channel?
sorry, that was the last video clip
Yeah.
on movies.
Movies? You mean after Mad Max?
After Mad Max.
Oh, man. I would say Every Which Way But Loose. Yeah.
With Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Absolutely. Clint Eastwood, Sandra Locke just filmed, you know, one of the most favorite places, California, Sunshine Coast. You know, it's California coast. Beautiful. You know, beautiful weather to ride in. I mean, when they were making that movie, they must have been thinking, wow, we're going to be on the Pacific Coast Highway. We're going to either be outside of Monterey or we're going to be outside of Watsonville, Salinas, you know, wherever they were filming. They were filming up and down the coast there. And Clint's done a lot of films up there.
And he lives there.
Lives there, done a lot of films there. And employs a lot of the same people, right? Likes to keep, you know, a tight group, right?
Yeah.
And Every Which Way But Loose then became Every Which Way We Can, I think. And I think there's...
I'm not familiar with
I think there's
the-
3 films.
Yeah.
Right? 3 films. But I love it for the bikes because the characters. They were really goofy and they were the kind of dim-witted, right? Horn honking, right? Horn wearing kind of individuals that you would expect, you know, in a comedy like this. It's just it's a fun movie. It's just a fun movie. And even though the bikes really aren't the stars, because you can't really point to one make or model that you're really like, oh, that's a great whatever in the movie. Not like Mad Max, where you go.
Which is interesting that you say it, because there are a lot of movies out there, The Matrix, and I can just go on and on. That their sequences, great stunt work, and film,
But they're not bike-
of bikes,
Yeah.
and bike sequences.
Yes, great bike sequence.
It's interesting because that's what I'm just saying, because you don't really know what the bikes are most of the time,
They always do that.
except
Yeah.
because
You can't, you know.
except a few films.
Look
Let's
at-
go to Top Gun.
We were just talking about that. So the
Mad
Kawasaki
Max.
Ninja 900 in the
Yeah.
film and the H2, right?
Yeah.
Was it clear what they were or who made the motorcycles? Was there any
Yes.
real...
Yes. Compared to, I think, to
Mm-hmm.
other sequences where the bikes are just blacked right out.
Yeah.
And you don't know, unless you really know the hardware,
Yeah.
what manufacturers tend
Oh, yeah,
to
no,
use.
yeah, exactly. You have to know.
You don't know really what the bike is.
Yeah, for sure.
And those sequences are usually shot very quickly, edited.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are a couple great films.
I'm just trying
Lots out there, but I think till next time,
on any Sunday.
yeah,
That's
we're gonna go racing.
that's kind of a documentary. I'll just throw that
On
in
any
at the
Sunday.
end. That's not really a movie, but on any
And
Sunday.
our favorite celebrity movie star
Yeah,
that rides motorcycles was
yeah, Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. So there's some great films that he did with
Add to.
motorcycle work in it. So
But it's a short list.
the thing I love about this is that there's lots of content out there to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it out, and you just keep exploring this.
For sure.
Till next time,
Till next time.
we're Two Wheeling. Thanks for
Two
tuning
Wheeling.
in.
Okay.
Like, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yep.